Hello and welcome to Jesus God News. I'm Xanadu Santorum. The headlines: new molestation charges rock the Vatican. Palestinian woman praises Israeli missile attacks. Violent far-right group launches new tolerance campaign. Catholics around the world went to pains to visibly condemn the latest round of child molestation revelations from the Charlie Boys orphanage in Paris, with many adding that the children could have dressed a little less provocatively. The umpteenth child rape scandal to rock the Holy See has deprived the Vatican's 3,000-strong Department for Molestation Apologies of its leader, Father Justin Crimi, who was arrested for the fifth time on child molestation charges. The Vatican spokesman for the Institute for Public Desensitization to Child Rape, Cardinal No Fucks, said, "Whilst we condemn the no doubt deeply inconvenient sexual attacks on children in our care, it is important to realise that the provocation of very religious people, like priests, is rather asking for it. We must build a world of respect, where we look at all the causes when bad things happen, not just those directly affected. That being said, we have taken swift action to ensure that this sort of thing never happens again, and have moved Father Crimi to the St. Nambla Academy for Athletic Boys in Amsterdam." According to sources close to the Pope, not every child molester is Catholic. The Israeli policy on Palestine was completely vindicated last Thursday, to the universal relief of the world. Living in the Israeli weapons testing firing range that is Palestine wouldn't be most people's first choice. However, 53-year-old Ada Granthorpe couldn't be happier after the daily shower of Freedom missiles pummeled her hated neighbour's house, killing her instantly. The feud between Mrs. Granthorpe and her neighbour, Elsie Jenkins, had apparently begun 20 years ago, when she discovered her husband, Mohammed, talking to Mrs. Jenkins over an unexploded bomb and a slice of Battenberg. Speaking from the cratered remains of her two-up, two-down shed, she told UN peacekeepers, "She had it coming. I know for a fact that she fancied him. To this day, my husband swears nothing happened, but you know what liars men are. I shall certainly be voting for that nice Mr. Netanyahu next time." A far-right group whose stated goals include the beheading of Democrats and the subjugation of all women has called for an end to the hate shown for the group in the press. The group, which is quite old and has lots of members, says that a sinister culture of ignorance has grown up in the liberal media, which seeks to tar all of its members with the same brush. Moderate members of the group, who are required to swear allegiance to its leader and the fulfilment of all of its aims 5 times a day, are being increasingly marginalised in society due to racism and Nazi phobia. Spokesman for the group and chief queer hunter Adolf von Death issued a press release yesterday saying that, like any organisation, we are a broad church, and our members, who aren't actually proper members anyway, can sometimes go too far. To hypocritically lump those who murder gay people in with those who simply devote their lives to a creed that calls for all gays to be murdered is intolerant, and frankly tantamount to hate speech. Some of our members help the homeless people, so excuse us if we just want to help. Film news now, and Christian commentators are hailing Kirk Cameron's newest project as the most recent Christian movie ever to be made. Fighting for Easter aims to put the East back into Easter. The $5.3 thousand festive extravaganza tells the story of a broken, untalented child actor who turns to religion as an easy target to make more money before finally realising that he was correct all along, and dupes more Christian cinemagoers into parting with their money. Film producer and proud mother Olive Cameron told reporters, "It's a roller coaster of a film filled with all the Easter things you could want, eggs and rabbits and Jesus and shit. And my Kirky is ever so handsome in it. Buy a ticket now." Je suis Charlie, and now you're up to date.